In the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King on this Monday night, the 13th, and we must understand what's going on throughout this country and where we go from here and what we do from here and where do we go from here. Four is going to the movement and what door do we open. In the spirit of Martin Luther King, we want to talk about what's going on at the White House and what's going on in our neighborhood and our community in America. In the spirit of Dr. King, it seemed like that doors have been closed and doors need to be opened up. Uh, we're talking about the war in Afghanistan, we're talking about the war against ISIS, and we're talking about the inner war that's going on today in America. And I want to say it to every telephone call, every letter that we received. Now, I want to go to the rooster. This is the year of the rooster. This is the pyramid in Giza right here, and the archangel lighting in Egypt, Michael, Gabriel, and Metatron. And we're going to talk about where we at and where we go from here and what we need to do in order to deal with the criminal element that's going on in America. One of the things going on in America as the change of administration and as President Obama leave office and Trump received, uh, Trump have lied numbers of times as a world leader of the free world. He lied about Obamacare. 14 billion people will not have no insurance under the Trump care. Trump wants to change it from the Obamacare to Trump care. And I want to say tonight that you should be upset with what's going on in the White House and what's going on with the dictator leadership that's going on. Psychological and social things that's going on and economic things that's going on in America that we understand now in putting Ben Carson in. Ben Carson knows nothing about housing. He went to school in college for a surgeon, heart surgeon. But these are the things that have been going on, the changes in the economic structure of our country, the change of the lack of job. Blacks don't have the power that the white man has. So the economic ladder is not playing field. And we're talking about tonight, on this Monday night, where do blacks go from here? This is how we go from here. We begin to look at the property, and this administration that's in office now is for the rich, not the poor. And sending immigrants back is not the solution. The solution is to create some jobs, an opportunity to lift blacks up. How can we lift ourselves by our own bootstrap? We don't have no bootstrap. So it's very important to understand tonight it's another level. There is a silent majority in America. In America, there is rich in America. So we must get ready to realize the racism, white supremacy in America. We need to get ready for the things that are going on. And we salute what's going on with Sister Sledge, outstanding thing. We are family. And we have to understand that. And once we understand that we are family, and we must understand that we are family, and I want to tell you in Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, the melanated brother, we are family. Get up and begin to move. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you that got the new car, that got the home, got money in the bank. We are family, and we are the family of our ancestors. We are the family from Martin Luther King. We are the family from all the struggle, Marcus Garvey, Henry McNeil Turner, Nat Turner. We are the family that come from Africa. Now I want you to wake up, and this is the family for you to wake up and understand. This is the family for us to wake up and understand we are family. Maybe you in jail, maybe you on dope, maybe you don't understand. Come on home because we're family. The melanated man, the melanated woman. Yes, I'm talking to you that we are family. Let's get up, everybody, and let's dance together. Let's move in unity. Our buying power is $67 trillion. If we can hold that, we can talk about uh, we can talk about working together in Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Georgia. We talking about here in Chicago, Las Vegas, Washington D.C. As God moves on us, we have to understand we are family, and we being family, we have to come together and agree to disagree, but come together. Stop the killing, save the babies. I want to let you know that black young man you shot, that's your brother. That sister you shot, that's your sister. We are family. The same color skin, come from the same womb. We are family in Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, West Side, Chicago, South Side, Detroit. We are family in Ohio. We're family in Cleveland. We're family in Cincinnati. We're family in New Orleans, Jackson, Mississippi. We are family all over this world. So get up, and Sister Sledge said we are family. And God bless you, Sister Love. I thank you for that. On Tuesday night, I'll be crossing over with Sister Sledge, and I want you to come as I cross over with her. I'm going to ask her what's going on, what's happening, and I want you to be a part of when I cross over with her, because she got a message that in that song that she's going to talk about for all American. I shall shake. And I'm glad tonight to come to you on the 13th, Monday, Martin Luther King Jr., and to talk about Dr. Martin Luther King and talk about you and me. Where do we go from here? Community care. What do we do, Professor? What do we do, lawyer? Doctor, what must we do? When I call out the doctors, I'm talking about all of the diseases that's up on family members. Lawyers, what do we do? Attorney and judges. I'm talking about the black judges, the black lawyers. What are you doing to make is justice in our courts and on our benches? What are you doing, Minister, in order to bring the human rights and the moral together, besides flying and driving and dressing up? I'm talking about family tonight. What is the family that's in politics that letting no jobs come to Chicago, Detroit, California, and throughout the university? I want to say to the black politicians, if you local, if you're alderman, if you're mayor, if you're governor, we have to step up and say we're family. We have to look out for family. The important thing for us, we cannot pull ourselves up by our own bootstrap when you ain't got no boots. In the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King, in the spirit of Marcus Garvey, in the spirit of Paul Laurence Dunbar Robeson, in the spirit of Harriet Tubman, in the spirit of all the civil rights leaders and human rights leaders, in Africa and here in America. I'm asking you tonight, I'm going to challenge you tonight to wake yourself up and begin to see what you want to do to the next level. What I'm saying to you, we are family. Until we think family, we're going to stay divided. Till we think love, we're going to stay divided. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son. When you begin to think unity, when you begin to think love, when you begin to think happiness, when you can pass by the hate and the color of the skin, when you can pass that, when you can say this is family and I got to take it. I didn't was raised in the same household, but with family. Our ancestor came over in the ship, in the bottom of the ship. We were no immigrants. We was robbed and raped and brought to America. And I want Ben Carson to know, get it right, because we weren't immigrants. We was stuck up and robbed and brought here like a horse, like a cow. And our forefather wasn't looking for nothing from America. We had it when we was in Africa. After we got here, we turned it around, and the Europeans that brought us here killed half, raped, and changed our language, and did all of that. I never will forget 100 million blacks come from Africa on the ship, with come, and that's what happened. Now I want to say to you and you got to acknowledge school teacher, you're teaching family. Lawyer, you got to understand you're trying to get family out of jail. Judge, you got to understand that you're speaking to family across uh, uh, that pulpit. Preachers got to understand they're preaching to family. Once you understand that we're about to get ready to move to the next level for 2017, 2018, see, we cannot never stop. See, like Margaret Garvey said, that we have to establish that we're intelligent, that we can play ball, football, basketball. We can play in the political arena. We must have jobs to feed our people. We must have jobs to educate our children. Once you get your head and stop looking white and started looking black and say we are family. And I want to tell you, our problem today, we is looking somewhere else. We're not looking at our people and looking at ourselves. And we need to look at ourselves. That's what we need to do. If Dr. King speak tonight, we should share what's going on. This is Nobel Peace Prize that they gave Dr. King for his work against peace in America. Begin to say that the man cannot move without a gun.
I refuse to accept the view that mankind is so tragically bound through the starless midnight of racism.
Mm-hmm.
The bright daybreak of peace and brotherhood can never become a reality.
Yes.
I have the audacity to believe that people everywhere
all over the world,
3 meals a day for their bodies.
We need 3 meals a day. And education, we need that, Dr. King.
Dignity, equality, and freedom
We need that.
Mm-hmm. Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, Mr. President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen.
That Dr. King speaking to the world.
I accept the Nobel Prize for Peace accept this award on behalf of the Civil Rights Movement.
Well, that was Dr. King accepting the Peace Prize Award in Norway. But what I'm saying, we still have a long ways to come because we haven't really talked about stop the killing, save the babies. We have never dealt with the type of violence that's happening throughout our major cities. You might say, Bishop, why that happened? The respect of blacks not respecting themselves and have lost their way to family. And tonight I want to say, come back to the family of Marcus Garvey. Come back to the family of Dr. Martin Luther King. Come back to the family of Booker T. Washington. Come back to the family of Harry Tubman. Come back to God's family. Come back to the African family where you can get a start. Move away from white supremacy and racism and come back to the family and regroup. Our young folks don't know family, and our seniors know about family, and we must raise the question that we must need to come back to the family and begin to do march boycotts. It's decent that Chicago don't have a black bank in Chicago. It's a problem that Chicago don't have a black gas station in the city of Chicago. It's a shame that blacks don't have a black grocery store owned, operated by blacks. It's a shame that we don't have a theater. It's a shame that we don't have a decent restaurant or cocktail lounge to bring our family. We've got to come back to family. And what I'm saying tonight, we have to come back to create a love, understanding of family. I want to thank Sister Sludge and her family for on her way passing through. She left one word with us. We haven't heard her, but she said, we are family. If I don't say nothing tonight but one word, we are family. Until you realize if your brother on dope, crack, cocaine, that's family. And you must try to help her off of the prostitution road. Stop her from killing her little black babies in her womb because she feels there's nobody to care or nobody around her. We are family with the $1 trillion flow in our hand. And daughters should help mothers and sons should help daddies. In the midst of youth got their pants down walking away, they don't know family. Family, what Booker T. Washington talked about, Henry McNeil Turner talked about, Richard Allen talked about family. Martin Luther King talked about family. Malcolm X talked about family. Lyd Muhammad talked about family. So we're talking about family going back to our family. And I ain't talking about going nowhere but working with us and working with each other to establish a truth, a right. If you don't want human rights, you won't get human rights. If you don't want civil rights, you don't get it. If you want violence, you're going to get violence. If you want hate, you're going to get hate. But if the family come together and we can boycott or we can write in to stop everything, gun is not an answer to the problem. The problem is we are family and we don't know it. Tonight, I want to tell you we are family and we need to love each other. If we acknowledge family tonight, there won't be another shooting, another killing in Black America. Melanated people need to know we are family and we have to pull each other up, not by bootstrap, by will force and the spirit realm of the Almighty God. It's important for you, and you to think about feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, not waiting on a government program to do it. Out of family, you begin the feeding program. Out of family, you begin the nursing home. Out of family, you begin the trucking business. Out of out of family, you begin the motor pool. Out of family, you create the university, the college. Out of family. If somebody told you that you didn't have no family, somebody told you that didn't nobody love you, somebody told you you was made, not created by God. But I differ with you tonight. You was made by the Almighty God, and God seen that you was his best. He gave you dominion of the world, family, melanated man, and can't no European come in and stop you because God gave the plans to the universe to melanated people. God gave you the way to build whatever you need to build. God gave you the mind to pull people up and save people. I ain't talking about what's in the White House because the White House will become the Black House. And people still mad because it was the Black House for a minute. Some people mad because you have to understand that God will always bless us and bring us close together. I want to thank you, Prophet Lorraine, and I want to thank you, Prophet Sue, and I want to thank you for the telephone call, every letter. This is March the 13th. Happy birthday to you, Sister Hope. God bless you. And I want to say to you that have birthday, God is able. And I want to tell you, with all the violence going on, God is still in control. The killing in Birmingham, the killing in Mississippi, the killing in New York, the killing have come home to family. And how do families deal with killing? You deal with killings by finding out the opposition, what's wrong, let's deal with it. If it's a job problem, if it's a mental problem, family tonight supposed to take care of family people. When you can turn your head and say, that ain't my family, you went over and fought in Korea, you fought in a people you didn't know nothing about, you fought Viet Cong, them people ain't did nothing to you. In Afghanistan, you went and fought. Every war, we've been fighting people that ain't did nothing to us. And I want to take time out to congratulate Muhammad Ali. He's an ancestor now. I'll be crossing over with him tomorrow also. I just thought about that. That he wouldn't go to war because he said them people ain't did nothing to him. I will be crossing over with him and Sister Sludge. People that were positive, had a positive message for the black family, and we missed it. We was caught up trying to be like the European and miss what the message that Dr. King brought, the message that Malcolm brought, the message that Muhammad brought, the message that some of the leaders brought, because we are trying to be like the European, and we forgot our family message. Like Grandma said, do your lesson, boy. Girl, do your lesson. Once you do your lesson and your homework, You'll wake up a brand new man. You'll wake up a brand new woman. You'll wake up, got your mind stayed on freedom, got your mind staying on family. And once you can get at the level to understand we are family in Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, wherever you may, all over the globe, brown people, red people, yellow people, we are family. And once we can understand black people, we are family. We, you will understand that you got a work to do to turn things around. Because the rich getting richer and the poor getting poor. So that's very important tonight for you to get into trillion flow. More money than the government. $67 trillion power that you got if you band together as family. I want to say this about the Obamacare. It's getting to be Trump care out of control. 4 million, now 42 million people gonna be out of insurance under the Trump care. Trump really wanted to name it Trump care, not Obamacare. So I'm gonna call it Trump care. Under the Trump care, people gonna lose jobs. It's gonna be a disaster with the Democrats. I don't know why people is not jumping up and down, raising hell with the Republicans, because uh, Trump care not gonna work. He's fighting Obamacare. Let's call it Trump care and see how far it goes. That's what he wants. He really wants to say it's Obamacare. He want to take it from Obamacare, let it be Trump care, and that's the kind of lies that's flowing out of the free country of the world. People all over the world is looking, saying, "Look at this man lying." Ain't talking about he made a mistake. Ain't no mistake when he said somebody come in and whap tap. That's a flat lie. When you a politician, you lie like that at that high office. You need to be impeached. Something needs to happen because I don't believe nothing coming out the White House right now. I don't believe nothing coming out of there is true and just. Now, and it ain't. I want to say this: it's not true for black folks. It's not true for white folks, and it's not true for brown, red, yellow folks. It's nothing truthfully can come out of that den of snakes. The Native American said they lied, and they want to go through the Native American and dig up their dead to put a pipeline. I want to help you out tonight. That pipeline, Mr. White, go right through Missouri River, Ohio River, down through the Mississippi River, and then the Illinois River. So if the pipe busts, all the waterways of America would be tainted, and they dropped $1 million off of clean water. So we got a dictator in the White House that's about to destroy America on the inside. America being destroyed because when you ain't got no clean water and the bridges falling and the roads falling, what are you doing in the White House? What are you doing with people's lives? And this is the things that I'm asking. What's going on with the family? If if the European family ain't being taken care of, you know the black family, the red family ain't being taken care of because they don't see it. It's a big play. I'm telling you tonight to get your mind up and let God direct your path. Not only building a wall, what you building a wall for, and the wall you build gonna lock us in because Americans caving in holes all over the country, sinkholes, and you got houses and stuff. You got bad water in Flint, bad water down in St. Joe, Louisiana. You got animals that's suffering. What are you doing? You got to understand Chicago, Mississippi, Alabama, and Indiana. They got an old housing complex. It's full of diseases because the whole complex got chemical and built a project over the chemicals. It's important tonight that you over in Indiana move up out of that situation. It's genocide in America. It's genocide with the dope, the cocaine, the crack, and all the venereal diseases been put out there and the chemtrails. So we living in a community in a city where citizens is not wanted, and we don't need no workers now. We need for you to get out. If you don't leave out, we're gonna kill you out. We're gonna rob you. We're gonna put you in jail. We're gonna murder you. This happened to our ancestors. They killed, they murdered, they hung, they lynched. And the Bible said, I'm going to bless who bless you. Genesis 12:3, I'm going to curse who curse you. Who been cursing melanated people all these years? Who been holding Dr. King? Who assassinated Dr. Martin Luther King? Who assassinated Robert Kennedy? Who assassinated Malcolm X? Who assassinated your daughter, your son, your brother? Family, people. I'm saying tonight, if you don't come into family as a black nation, we will destroy, self-destruct. Because what's going on now, you ain't gonna have no water. Because big business have made plans to run a pipeline from Canada to Illinois. Look how much water being affected. If the pipeline busts in South Dakota, crossing the Mississippi, all to the coast gonna be full of oil. All, and I'm talking about cleaning up the country. I'm talking about administration cut back on Clean Water Act. I'm talking administration that get up and lie at night and say my office been tapped and ain't nobody upset about the lies being told right before our eyes on NBC, ABC, and all the lies being told about our current president. See, that's just what I'm saying. If you lie about that, and God said a liar cannot tarry in his sight. I didn't say it, God said it. Let me say it again. He said a liar cannot tarry in my sight. When you at that level of office, you lying, look out, brother. God coming knocking on your door. And he might knock at any time. Let me say it again. When you at that level and you're lying, God come knocking on your door. And who all involved in that evil pit, the Lord coming. Let me say it again. God gonna knock at that door. And he ain't got to jump no fence. He gonna be at that door. Because you have lied to God and his people, his children. It said, touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. By messing with the little ones, it's like a millstone hung around your neck, taking health care from poor people, taking jobs from poor people, and not putting people in place that can help other people, and firing people for nothing. But God said high, and he looked low. I just want to say that to you tonight. And I want to tell you, and you get ready for God to match your blessing. What scripture? Psalms 37:35. Plead my cause, O Lord, them that strive against me. See, this is God fight. And you just give prayers to it, because God's going to straighten it all out. I said, and I want to take it back. So you get ready for God to open up some doors for you.